Welcome back to Another Year Bolder. My name is Jamie. I'm on a 100+ pound weight loss journey. I'm trying to lose weight, eat better, live better, be able to move better. I'm currently 47 years old right now, and I'm trying to get this done before I reach 50. That way, once I hit my 50s, I'm in a lot better shape. I live in Central Florida. I love to go to the theme parks, and currently right now I'm always having to take a walker with me. On very rare occasions, I have to run an ECV because I do have back, knee, and ankle injuries, but the walker usually does exactly what I need. I can go for about 3 to 5 hours with the walker, still move around, still really enjoy it, but I would really like to not have to use a walker at all. So that is my goal, is to be able to walk without the walker, to be able to move without the walker, but due to my injuries currently right now, unfortunately, I have to have it. Anyway, I do have an update for week 8. I want to start off where I started originally. Originally, I started working on losing weight on August 2nd. At the time, my glucose was 141. My weight was 314 pounds. My BMI was 62, and my waist was 55 inches. Currently ending week 8, I'm at 113 for my glucose, so I dropped 28 points. My weight is 299, so I dropped 15 pounds. My BMI is currently 59, so I dropped 3 points. And my waist is 53.5, so I lost an inch and a half. Now, the last couple of weeks, my glucose has gone up and down, which is expected because it goes by what you eat. It has not gotten as high as it was when I originally started, which I'm really thankful. I did get it all the way down to 90 at one time, but I seem to stay in between the 90 and 115 range, which I'm fine because that is still somewhat on the healthier side, especially for my size and everything I'm going through. I am premenopausal at the moment, and I have endometriosis. So that is something that, I have to work around, which I'm on an I-Core program with Diet Free Life. If you're not familiar with that, I-Core helps women who are in their 40s, premenopausal, perimenopausal, menopausal, going through all the hormone changes, things like that. And I was 299 then week 7, which brought me to a total loss of 15 pounds. So this week I did not lose anything. I hate to say I didn't lose anything because I did lose something. Technically, when I originally weighed in week 7, I was 299.80, I believe, or 299.90. I can't remember exactly what it was. And then end of week 8, I'm 299.60. So it did move just a little bit, but it didn't move up to a pound. And I'm just going by pound. I'm not going by, ounces or anything like that. So I didn't lose any actual pounds week 8. And I know exactly why. I always know why I don't lose weight when I don't lose weight. So what I'm supposed to have, and I can tell you I did not do this last week, for my breakfast and for my lunch, meal 1 and meal 2, I'm supposed to have a protein along with a slow carb and either a half of a fast carb or a full fast carb. And then for dinner, I'm supposed to have a protein and 2 slow carbs. And then I'm only supposed to have 1 snack a day, and that snack has to be between 100 and 200 calories. I can tell you there was a couple of days, I don't think it's going to show it in all of the pictures, but I'll try to notate it. There were a couple days where I had more fast carbs than what I should have. There were a couple of days where I had an extra snack and I shouldn't have, and my snacks weren't always between the 100 to 200 calorie range. So what I've learned so far over the last 8 weeks is there was a week where I skipped a lot of meals and I skipped some snacks, which caused me no weight loss whatsoever. And then this past week where I ate extra fast carbs and an extra snack, which also lost me no weight. So those are the 2 things that I'm done wrong over the last 8 weeks. I've either ate too many fast carbs, I've had too many snacks, or I didn't eat enough. I do have to eat 3 full meals and 1 snack, and that's what I should be having every single day. It's one thing to miss 1 meal 1 time a week, but there was one time where I had multiple meals missed, multiple snacks missed. And I can tell you that I think I missed 1 snack as well last week. I know I had extra snacks. I don't think I have them pictured. I will try to picture them if I have the pictures, but I don't think I do. Anyway, at the end of this video, I am going to go ahead and put all of everything that I ate. If I have the extra pictures of the snack, I'll add them in or I'll notate it. So you'll see that. So each time I don't lose weight, I know exactly, for the most part, what I did. Now, I have not had my consult with my weight loss coach yet. I was supposed to have it yesterday, but I had something come up and I had to reschedule it. So I am having my consult tomorrow, which is Monday. And I'll put that at the end where I go over the food that I ate for last week, or when I show the pictures of it, I'll talk about what he and I discuss. I know week 7, at the end of week 7, what he wanted me to do for week 8, I did do. He wanted me to track how far I was walking, how long it took me to walk that, and then the next day, if I walked the same, if I could try to shorten that time or go longer distances, and then so forth and so on. So I did walk Saturday, Sunday, I'm trying to think, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I walked of last week. And all 3 days, I did manage to walk a little bit shorter each time. So the first day, because of my injuries, I'm still starting out slow. I walked 2 blocks and I did that in 15 minutes. The second day, I walked 2 blocks again. I did that in 12 minutes. And then the third day, I walked the same 2 blocks and I got it down to 10 minutes. And that might seem slow for some of you. But with my injuries, I'm just happy that I can get the walking in at all. I had, again, planned to do resistance training this past week, but on my work days, they get a little hectic. My husband is also off on my work days, and I work remotely from home. So sometimes him being home and me just getting off work, he's like trying to clean well, I'll explain it, I guess. I guess I'll explain what we do. That way it kind of makes sense. So I do work remotely from home, and my husband works outside of home. He works Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. He still works anywhere from like 38 to 42 hours a week, even though he only works the 3 days. He just gets it all done in 3 days. And then I work remotely from home, and I work Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Now, our schedule recently changed. We used to work the same days, but I now have a new client and the days off are different. So now I'm off when he's working, when I used to work when he worked, and we were off the same days together, but that's not the same anymore. So what would happen before, when we both worked the same days, I would obviously cook and do the laundry and stuff like that. But on his off days, he would do the dishes, he would vacuum, he would mop. Obviously, he takes care of the dogs, things like that. Well, now that I still work remotely from home, he has to be quiet while I'm working, and there can't be a lot of loud noises in the background. So it's made it harder for him to do the dishes and the vacuuming and the mopping. He also cleans out the bathtub, and he does some other things around the apartment. But because I'm working now on his off days, it's left him very little time to get these things done. So what happens now is once I get off work, that's when he goes to doing the dishes and all the cleaning and stuff, his portion of the cleaning anyway. And when he does that, I have to kind of get out of his way and kind of have to maneuver around. And there's still things that I do as well. As soon as I get off work, like I meal prep, I cook dinner, things like that. So I have not planned my schedule well enough to do the resistance training. Just like this week, he was in here vacuuming the room that I would normally work out in. He was vacuuming, he was cleaning it. When he vacuums, he doesn't just vacuum the floor. He gets under like mattresses, under desk. He does the bookshelves. He does all that stuff. So I wasn't able to get into my room that I needed to get into to do the workout for a while, which is fine. And by the time I could get in the room, I was tired and I didn't want to do that. And then on the second day that I planned on doing the resistance training, something came up and we had to go across town to take care of some business. So I did not get to do it then. And I had some paperwork that as soon as I got home, I had to work on, and I had to get printed out because it needed to be mailed overnight the next day. And so again, the next day when I had planned to do resistance training, I had to go overnight all of that information, but I had to go pick up envelopes. We had to go do a little bit of grocery shopping. So I can give you every excuse in the book, but the matter of the fact is I did not plan ahead for it appropriately. So I did not get my resistance training in there. I just let too many factors take over, and I have to figure out a better routine. Neither one of us have been able to figure out, sorry, I'm shaking the camera. Neither one of us have been able to figure out a really good routine since I've started this new client. I've only been working for them for 3 weeks, and we seem to be out of our routine, which is kind of, I don't know if you're like this, but he and I are both like this. If we're out of our routine, it kind of just jumbles up everything and makes everything a little bit chaotic. We're very structured people. And when we go out of what we are structured or routined or we know we need to do, it kind of just messes with us and throws everything out of whack. So we have to get a routine down. We have to figure it out because I'm going to be with this client for a while. I usually am with my clients for long periods of time. So we've got to figure it out. Hopefully my client will open up weekends again soon because I really do like working on the same days that he works so I can be off the same days that he's off. But as of right now, that's just not something that's happening. So we'll work on that going forward and hopefully that can get better. Anyway, stay tuned because I am going to go over what the weight loss coach talks to me about this week. And on tomorrow, once we have that conversation, I'll go over it with all the food. But please, if you like this, go ahead and like the channel, subscribe to me, and click that notification bell. That way you can be notified anytime we post a new video. And I do have a new video coming up on Thursday, which is kind of funny because I'm filming again what I'm eating in a day, and my husband was there that morning and he was messing with me. So if you want to see that, just stay tuned. It'll be posted on Thursday. All right. I hope you like what you're going to see coming up. You're going to see all the bad foods I had most likely. Thank you. Talk to you next time.
I had my consult with my weight loss coach. I told him how I ate and that I knew that I had too many fast carbs. I had too many snacks. I also went over the walking that I did and how I was able to get it done faster each time. But that I'm struggling to walk out in our neighborhood just because it's really hot here in Florida and I wanted to switch to my glider. So I talked to him about that, and he said that any movement is better than no movement at all. And he thinks that me using the exercise glider would be very helpful and very beneficial. He did tell me, he said, I'm glad that you see where you went wrong, what you did wrong, and now you know how to improve it going forward and just make the changes that you need to make. So he's very, very positive and motivating, and I'm glad that the consult went so well. I know what not to do next week.